Welcome back. Over the past three episodes, we've learned how cybersecurity professionals think, solve problems, and respond to real world incidents. Today, let's answer one of the most common questions people ask. What does a cybersecurity founder actually do all day? Instead of asking about a typical day, let's do something more interesting. Walk us through yesterday, hour by hour. No edited version, no highlight reel, just a normal workday.
A normal day in cybersecurity usually includes at least one surprise. Yesterday was no exception.
Let's start early. What's the first thing you check?
Before I even leave home, I open our security dashboard. Our company protects customers in different time zones, so security events continue while we are asleep. The dashboard summarizes critical security alerts, failed login attempts, endpoint health, cloud security events, threat intelligence updates, security incidents still under investigation. Yesterday, one customer showed an unusual increase in failed administrator logins. Nothing confirmed an attack, but it definitely deserved attention.
So your day begins with asking, did anything unusual happen overnight?
Exactly. Cybersecurity starts with awareness.
You arrive at the office. What's first?
Our SOC stand up meeting. The overnight analysts brief the daytime team. We discuss open investigations, high priority alerts, customer escalations, newly published vulnerabilities, systems requiring additional monitoring. One analyst noticed unusual network traffic from an employee laptop. Another identified suspicious cloud login behavior. Each issue is assigned to an investigator. Good communication keeps incidents from falling through the cracks.
Threat hunting sounds like something from an action movie. What is it really?
It's much quieter and much more analytical. Threat hunting means proactively searching for hidden threats that haven't triggered automated alerts. Imagine being a detective. Instead of waiting for someone to report a crime, you're looking for subtle clues that something isn't right. Yesterday, we reviewed authentication patterns across several customer environments. Everything looked normal until we noticed repeated login attempts using accounts that hadn't been active for months. The activity turned out to be legitimate maintenance work, but verifying it was important. Good threat hunting often confirms that systems are healthy. That's a successful outcome too.
Do customers mostly ask technical questions?
Surprisingly, no. Yesterday, a manufacturing company asked, we're adding IoT sensors to our production line. How do we secure them? That's becoming a common conversation. As factories become smarter, every connected sensor, camera, controller, and gateway increases the attack surface. Our role isn't simply to install security tools, it's to help customers design secure systems from the beginning.
Let's explain that for people. Why does Industry 4.0 create new cybersecurity challenges?
Traditional factories had relatively isolated machines. Modern factories are connected. Industrial robots communicate with servers. Sensors send data to cloud platforms. Production equipment exchanges information in real time. This improves efficiency, but it also creates more opportunities for cyber threats if systems aren't designed securely. Industry 4.0 isn't only about automation, it's also about protecting connected operations.
Do cybersecurity teams actually stop talking about security during lunch?
We try. Yesterday, someone mentioned a football match. 5 minutes later, we were comparing defensive strategies in football to defense in depth in cybersecurity. Apparently, cybersecurity finds its way into every conversation.
Cloud security has become a huge topic. What does that look like in practice?
Yesterday afternoon, We reviewed one customer's cloud environment. We weren't looking for hackers, we were checking configurations. Questions like: are storage buckets publicly accessible? Are administrator accounts using multi factor authentication? Are unnecessary services disabled? Are permissions following the principle of least privilege? Many cloud incidents happen because of configuration mistakes, not advanced attacks. Good cloud security begins with getting the basics right.
As a founder, do you still spend time building technology?
Absolutely. Yesterday, our engineering team discussed a new feature for our threat detection platform. The goal wasn't to generate more alerts, it was to prioritize alerts based on business impact. For example, a failed login attempt on a test server isn't as urgent as suspicious activity targeting a financial database. Understanding business context helps security teams respond more effectively.
Do you enjoy mentoring?
Very much. Yesterday, a junior analyst investigated a phishing email. Technically, they reached the correct conclusion, but I encouraged them to document their reasoning more clearly. Cybersecurity investigations should be understandable months later. Clear documentation helps future investigations and supports teamwork.
Do organizations actually practice cyber attacks?
The good ones do. Yesterday, we ran a tabletop exercise with a customer. We simulated a ransomware incident, not to create panic, but to answer questions before a real emergency. Who contacts leadership? Who isolates affected systems? Who communicates with customers? Who works with legal teams? Practicing these decisions beforehand saves valuable time during an actual incident.
Let me guess, the day didn't end quietly.
Of course not. Just before leaving, an analyst reported unusual outbound traffic from a development server. Everyone paused. We investigated immediately. Fortunately, it turned out to be a scheduled software backup using a newly approved service, false alarm. But in cybersecurity, it's always better to investigate than assume.
After all these meetings, investigations, customer calls, and constant vigilance, what keeps you motivated?
Cybersecurity is one of the few professions where your work often prevents problems that nobody ever notices. If we succeed, businesses continue operating, hospitals continue treating patients, factories continue manufacturing products, employees continue working, customers continue trusting organizations. The best compliment we receive is often, "Nothing happened," because that's exactly what good security is supposed to achieve.
For people considering cybersecurity, what's one misconception they should leave behind?
That cybersecurity is only for expert hackers. This field needs developers, cloud engineers, network specialists, data analysts, risk professionals, incident responders, security architects, threat researchers, compliance experts. Cybersecurity is a team sport. There are many ways to contribute.
Today's conversation showed us that cybersecurity isn't just about responding to attacks, it's about preparation, planning, communication, continuous improvement, and helping organizations operate with confidence. In our next episode, we'll explore the future. How will AI transform cybersecurity? Will security operations centers become autonomous? What new careers are emerging? And why should today's people learn cloud security, IoT security, industrial cybersecurity, and advanced security operations? We'll answer all of those questions in part 5. Until then, stay curious, stay secure, and we'll see you next time.